Well, this is a very interesting throwback. So, I was thinking to myself, like, I should use, like, the face cam and all that for everything. But then I, like, thought to myself, I need to do some kind of throwback, am I right? I should use, like, the face cam and all that for everything. But then I, like, thought no spoilers in the chat, even though I've already seen it. Robert Baratheon is the most you'll get out of me, probably. He fat and drunk. I wanted to cry so many times, but I couldn't. I think I internalized it and Jesus Christ. And I visualized myself crying in there. How about you play Fortnite while doing this? No. Not happening. I am not about to play that Fortnite game, you hear me? That trash game. But, like, the reason I don't want to play Fortnite is because I've heard the little reports that they've said about, like, how Epic Games was treating their employees. Didn't really like that, though, honestly. I didn't like how they were doing that. But it's Avengers, I don't care! What? The only thing added to Fortnite was skins! And they played it in the movie, yeah, for 5 seconds! For literally 5 or 10 seconds! That don't mean I gotta play Fortnite! Hell no. I ain't playing that game. Heck no. I'm not doing that. Plus, there's another reason why I'm playing Fortnite. It's because I'm BAD. Bad. You ain't gonna see me win no games, I'll tell you that. But anyways, what's up everyone? Welcome to the first YouTube stream in about hold on, I need to count this. I forgot to do the math. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 months since I did a stream here on YouTube. Because normally I do it on, with that D-Live thing, but I forgot to, I thought about doing it up of a, I can't speak, damn it. I was thinking about doing an upload today, but I was watching the movie, got home, had to do homework, and I was like, well, I'm not going to make it in time. So I figured I might as well cover the content gap by at least doing a live stream. And good thing that I did watch a video. It's like, not a video. Good thing. Fuck's sake. Good thing that I could actually, good thing I watched the movie or else I would have nothing to talk about. But anyways, screw homework. This is more important. No. I can't screw homework. Because as you can see, finals week is almost upon me. And I have only 2 more weeks until school is ended. And I need to get every A I possibly can. Also, if for some reason I give out spoilers, I'm going to switch to this background here. So I might just do this. So if you see this, this is when I might say a spoiler. But then I can just go back and forth. So this is this is with, dude, this is culture. This is important, as you wish. No. I don't care about culture. I want my grade, damn it. I need my education. Culture don't mean shit. If you ain't got an education, you're not going to understand it. And plus, two, I need a future. I got a future to look ahead of. Look, pop culture and everything is awesome and all, but I need to MONEY. Okay, I made a whole list of spoilers for my blog. Yeah, I mean, I might talk about spoilers. I just gotta tell people when I'm gonna say it, so that way I don't accidentally say it when I don't have the screen up. So overall, what do I think about the movie? The movie itself, Endgame itself was it's definitely better than Infinity War. Definitely. I don't understand where people would have came up with the idea that Endgame would have been worse than Infinity War. I mean, it would at least have been as good. But this movie knocked it out of the park. It checked all the boxes for a fantastic movie. And if you have not seen Infinity War, you will definitely be lost because, well, obviously, if you didn't watch Infinity War, majority of the movie was based around that. But there were some cool moments in there. There were some really cool moments, and near the end, it got really good. It's like every hype train fused into one, cloned it, screw the clone, and then made this. Yes, yes, yep. And the hype was not only lived up to, but the hype was less than the product itself. Like the product itself was absolutely fantastic. Like I can already give you a grade right now. The movie itself was a 5 out of 5. Like, like you can go ask any movie critic about this movie. This movie knocked it out of the park, like in any form or fashion. Like, okay, oh yeah, the final battle was epic. I now have high expectations for Game of Thrones tomorrow. I wouldn't do that though, because Game of Thrones, whenever their series finale is, I know it's probably going to do something very dramatic, obviously, but would it do better than Endgame? Probably not. I mean, it can get somewhere up there, but not to match Endgame. And so, what I would say is that the final battle in Endgame and the last sequence of fighting was terrific. And then, talking about Jungle almost crying. Literally, I had the feeling of crying stuck in my throat because obviously I've had this throat infection. And when Iron Man first started dying, and when he just snapped his fingers, that depends. Which one will cause the biggest hypegasm? Hypegasm? I think Endgame caused a more. This one caused a more. I don't know. Because Endgame had a lot of hype behind it. Whereas Game of Thrones, before Endgame, had a decent amount of hype behind it. And, like, I feel like Game of Thrones is living up to its own hype, but I don't know. I've seen some people talk about it, and they've said this last season has been pretty good so far, meaning that it's somewhat living up to its hype, but I feel like Endgame just delivered more than Game of Thrones has, from what I've seen. And the last sequence, especially, like, oh my god, I wanted to cry, but I have a hard time with shedding tears. Either I repress my sadness to the point that I can't cry, or my tear ducts don't work. Like, I started feeling the point of crying in my throat because my eyes water a lot. Like, they water because I have a lot of allergies. And because my throat was bothering me, it never moved up past my throat. Like, I kept it suppressed there because that's where I was having throat problems. And it just stayed there. And it wasn't doing any problems. And it was like just staying there, staying there. And I was like, oh my gosh, such a huge moment. And okay, hold on. That last sequence when the final, okay, hold on. So put this up just in case. So I'm gonna say a spoiler for anyone who has not watched Endgame for like 2 minutes. I cheered so hard when everyone showed up to the fight. That's how you do a finale, people. Cameos from everyone in the movies. That is right. That is correct. And then when Spider-Man said something like, "We gotta wait 5 years," and then all of a sudden, Doctor Strange, when Bruce Banner snapped his fingers, something happened. And because some people came back, Doctor Strange came back. When Doctor Strange came back, Spider-Man was with him. And so he opened the portal for everyone, and that's how they got to where they were. And it was like, oh my goodness, this is huge. And then Thanos just staring there. Because Thanos thought he had this big, huge plan. Like in the first movie, Thanos had a pretty solid plan. But then when they figured out how to go back in time, which was my theory, the only way they would have gotten it is if they go back in time. when they go back in time, they get one of the stones, and instead of just getting one of the, and they made their own little gauntlet, and it was just like wham, like that was pretty epic. And even when we saw Captain America in there, everyone was thinking she was going to do a really great job of like taking and beating up Thanos. She did a decent job to where she got Thanos away from the gauntlet, and then Iron Man picked it up. And he did his thing. He snapped. Thanos was way more evil in this one. He wanted to destroy and remake the universe in his image. You are right. Because in the last one, Thanos said, once half of the world goes, half of the other half should be able to live in prosperity. But then when he saw that Captain America and everyone was getting the stones, and when Thanos finally figured out the plan, he wanted to kill everyone and remake his own universe. That is evil. It is evil. Because he wanted to kill everyone just to make his own universe. I'm like, that is truly evil. But like, overall, I think the way they did everything in this movie was fantastic. Like, you had a whole all that to reset the universe where no one knew about the snap. Yep. Because, like, when you think about it, in the very beginning of the movie, it showed, Banner, if anyone hasn't seen the movie yet, obviously I have the spoiler thing here. I was about to say, where the heck was Hawkeye at? And then he showed up in this movie, obviously. And it was like, okay, now he's in the movie. And it was pretty interesting. That was one interesting way to get here. And then how the little rat opened the portal for Ant-Man to get back to where he was. That was a clever plan of getting there. And then it was kind of sad to see Scarlet Witch die. It was, not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. It was kind of sad to see her die. Because I thought they would have just gone back to Gamora when they had her there. But really, it was Black Widow. I said Scarlet Witch. I should have said Black Widow. I was close. But anyways, when Black Widow died, it was, but I have expect her to come back. I mean, they're gonna have to do something really hard to get her back, though. Like, the only way they can do it is if Captain America goes back and tries finding all the other stones. But that again could cause Thanos to come back, because everyone was still alive at the time, because that was before Thanos snapped his fingers, meaning we would go through this whole movie again just to save Black Widow. But I feel like, I don't know, but it would depend on what they're doing after this, because honestly, I'm going to go back to this, because what I'm about to say is not really a spoiler. Alright, so, where they go after this, I do not know. Like, literally, where would they go after Endgame? Like, I know they're doing Spider-Man after this, but what other movies could they possibly come out with? I don't know. I do not know. Because they could do something with maybe one of the people there, like maybe a Hulk or a Captain America thing. Well, he's old now. But they could do something with the new Captain America. Because, wait, going back to spoiler. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, another thing about the movie was that, if you guys didn't see, at the end, when Captain America went back to replace the stones, at one point, like, he went back and replaced them, and then when he didn't come back initially, it was like, where the heck did Captain America go? Did he get stuck somewhere? And then all of a sudden, Bucky saw old Captain America just sitting on a bench, and Captain America said, I would have came back younger, but I wanted to have a life, And that was pretty pretty cool to see, honestly. Like, it was pretty fantastic to see that line being delivered like that. It was pretty clever, I will say. And, like, I mean, in a way, I was kind of saying maybe Gamora would be saved, obviously, because one thing I was also thinking of was maybe Gamora would, in a way, like, maybe she would be. I thought to myself, maybe Gamora would be saved because she's the one that's the most likely to be saved from everything. But when it happened, it was like, oh, okay, this is pretty interesting, I will say. And then when it was Hawkeye and Black Widow who went to, get the Soul Stone. I mean, Hawkeye was the one that wanted to die because he was in Japan beating up people, but still, I feel like that wasn't enough to, like, make him do it. Gotta go now? Alright, thank you, Jungle Guy, for staying by. But, like, thank you for staying, man. If you gotta go, I understand that. But, like, I tell you, like, when Hawkeye and hmm. when Hawkeye and Black Widow were at the place for Vormir. Oh, that was kind of sad. I will say that was the first sad moment because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Black Widow to die. I was like, holy effing crap, man! Oh my, that was impactful. I will say it was impactful. Like it was something I didn't expect. And then when everyone came back from their mission, and when Hawkeye came back with the stone, but not with Black Widow, it was the first sad moment, and it was so surreal, I guess, because I just did not expect that. That was the one thing I didn't expect. That was the first thing I didn't expect was them actually literally killing Black Widow to the point to where she couldn't come back. But I don't know. It was so impactful because she was a huge part of the Avengers team. And then at the end, man, oh my gosh, the end. The end was so brilliant. And I called it, man. I freaking called it. I called the ending, man. So, am I going to keep this stream long? Probably not. We'll keep going for a little while. Probably 45, maybe an hour. I don't want to go too long for this one, but really I feel like this was... I think the whole plan of how Ant-Man came back was just freaking brilliant. And no, I did not have to go to the bathroom. So a lot of people were like, how do you take a bathroom break? Now, of course, I'm a guy, so I have a bit of a stronger urinary system. And because of that, I didn't have to go to the bathroom at all until the end of the movie. And I feel like that was a good thing because me and Red Rebel got to the movie theater today at like 9:45, and we went to like we both we both didn't think that the movie theater would be packed. We were dead wrong. Like the movie theater we went to, oh my gosh, it was so packed. Like I'm telling you, that movie theater was so packed. I was like, how are me and Red Rebel not the only people that were here? And so like we went and we just, you know, and then when we got there, we had to sit in the front row. And so, hold on, I got a call from someone.